The train was almost empty, rain hitting the window like soft, broken tears. A young man sat silently, lost in his own ruined life. Next to him, an old woman. Stranger, unknown, invisible to each other. But destiny was already smiling, because in a few minutes, one seat would destroy a lifetime of silence. Ethan leaned against the window, headphones on, but no music was playing. Just noise to avoid thoughts. He was returning after 12 years. Not because he wanted to, but because he had nowhere else left to run. Across him sat the old woman. Her clothes were simple, worn out by time. Her hands were shaking slightly, not from cold, but from age and exhaustion. She kept her eyes low, but every few seconds, they lifted toward Ethan. Like something inside her was whispering, "I know you." But she immediately dismissed the thought, because hope had already broken her too many times. Ethan never noticed her properly. To him, she was just another passenger in a forgotten journey. But life was already arranging something neither of them could escape. The train suddenly gave a sharp jolt, like it was shaken by something invisible. For a split second, everything inside the compartment shifted. People swayed slightly. Bags moved. Silence broke for just a moment. And in that small chaos, the woman's fragile fingers lost their grip on a small paper ticket. It fluttered down, slowly, almost like it didn't want to fall, before landing softly near Ethan's feet. For a moment, neither of them reacted. The world felt strangely paused. Ethan noticed it first. He looked down, expression blank, tired, emotionally distant. Without any urgency, without any thought, he leaned forward and picked it up. Just a simple human instinct, a normal act in a normal moment. But life rarely lets normal moments stay normal. He held the ticket for a second longer than needed. The paper felt worn, soft at the edges, like it had been carried through too many difficult days. Then he turned slightly and handed it back. Their fingers touched. Just a fraction of a second. Skin against skin. But that fraction wasn't small at all. It was heavy. Instantly, both of them froze. Ethan didn't understand why, but something deep inside his chest tightened suddenly, like a locked door inside him had been pushed slightly open. Not pain exactly, not memory exactly. Something in between, like a forgotten feeling trying to breathe again after being buried for years. His heartbeat slowed, then became unsteady. Across him, the woman reacted differently. Her entire body went still. Her eyes lifted slowly and locked onto his face. And in that instant, something in her expression shifted. Confusion, then recognition, then fear, then something unexplainable. Her lips parted slightly, but no words came out at first. Her hand trembled faintly where he had touched it, like that touch had traveled deeper than skin, deeper than time. Then, barely above a whisper, her voice broke the silence. "Thank you, Beta." That one word, Beta. It didn't belong to the present moment. It belonged to another life, another time. A time Ethan had buried so deep inside himself that even hearing it felt unreal. He stopped, just for a second longer than natural. Not turning fully, not responding, just freezing in place. Because something inside him reacted before his mind could catch up. A flicker, a disturbance, a forgotten emotion knocking from somewhere locked away. But Ethan had spent years learning one thing. Feelings are dangerous because they bring back things you are trying to forget. So he did what had become his habit, his survival. He shut it down. He loosened his grip on the moment, looked away slowly, as if nothing had happened at all. And in that quiet denial,
the train kept moving steady, almost hypnotic. Outside the window, the world blurred into streaks of gray rain and distant lights. Inside, silence had deepened. Not peaceful silence, heavy silence. The kind that sits on your chest and makes breathing feel like effort. The woman still hadn't stopped looking at Ethan. But now, it wasn't curiosity anymore. It was recognition fighting against disbelief. Because the more she looked at him, the more her mind betrayed her. She started seeing flashes, not of the present, but of a different life. A small wooden house, a boy running barefoot on cold ground, his laughter echoing through a narrow street. A child calling out, "Mom, wait for me." That voice, it wasn't memory. It was pain that never left. Her fingers tightened around her shawl. Her eyes became glossy, but she refused to let tears fall. Because she had cried too many times already in life, and crying now wouldn't bring anything back. Across her, Ethan shifted slightly in his seat. Restless, uncomfortable, like something in the air was pressing against him. He didn't know why this old woman's presence felt different. It wasn't fear. It wasn't discomfort. It was something deeper. Like standing near a locked room in your mind and suddenly hearing faint noises from inside. He rubbed his fingers together unconsciously. A small habit he had since childhood when he was stressed. But he didn't notice that detail. The woman noticed everything. Her breath hitched slightly. Her eyes widened just a little. Because that gesture, that exact movement, she had seen it before, years ago, in a small boy who used to sit beside her in storms, holding her hand tightly whenever thunder came. Her heart started beating unevenly. No, she told herself. No, it can't be him. People don't come back like this. But destiny doesn't care what the heart refuses to accept. Ethan suddenly felt it again. That strange pressure in his chest. Like someone was calling him from a place he had never consciously visited, but somehow belonged to him. He glanced out the window, trying to escape it. But escape didn't work anymore. Because the woman's memory was now bleeding into the present. She remembered the last day clearly. A small boy standing at a doorway, angry voices, broken promises, and then silence, a door closing. And after that day, nothing was ever the same again. Her eyes slowly returned to Ethan. This time she didn't just look, she studied. Jawline, eyes, the way he avoided eye contact, even the way he exhaled when stressed. Her throat tightened. Her lips trembled slightly, but she still didn't speak the truth, because some truths are too painful to even think out loud. Instead, she whispered to herself almost silently, "If you are really my son, why does life feel so cruel again?" Ethan suddenly shifted again. this time more sharply. Something about her stare was unsettling him now, like she was seeing him, but also seeing something beyond him. Something buried, something he didn't have a name for, and for the first time, Ethan felt a strange fear. Not of her, but of himself. Like there was a part of him he had never met, and this woman was slowly bringing it back to life. The train moved forward, but inside that compartment, time had already started going backward. The train suddenly entered a long tunnel, and everything changed. Light disappeared instantly, like someone had erased the world. No windows, no sky, no faces, only darkness and the heavy sound of metal wheels echoing through it. Inside that darkness, even breathing felt louder. Ethan leaned slightly back in his seat, uncomfortable with the sudden black silence. But the woman, she didn't move. This was the first time she stopped pretending she wasn't watching him. Because darkness does something strange to hidden emotions. It gives them courage. Her hands tightened around her shawl. Her chest rose slowly, then fell as if she was carrying something she had never been able to put down. And then her voice came, soft, broken, almost afraid of itself. I had a son. The words didn't feel like a sentence. They felt like something buried for years finally cracking open. Ethan didn't respond. He didn't even turn fully. But his body reacted. A subtle shift, a quiet tension in his shoulders. The woman continued, slower now, like each word was hurting her. He would be your age now. Silence swallowed the space between them. The train rattled through the tunnel like it was dragging time itself. Her voice lowered further, trembling now. I don't even know where I went wrong. A pause, then the most fragile sound she had made so far. Or where life took him away from me. That last sentence didn't stay in the air. It sank, deep, heavy, like it was falling through both of them at the same time. Ethan's chest tightened again, harder this time. Uncomfortable, unfamiliar, like something inside him was being gently pulled apart. He finally spoke, very low, careful. I'm sorry. But even he could feel it. Those words didn't belong to the moment. They were automatic, empty, a shield. Not emotion. The woman didn't answer immediately. Instead, she turned her face slightly toward him in the dark. Even though he couldn't see her clearly, she could see enough. And that was the problem. Because in darkness, truth doesn't need full light, only recognition. Her lips trembled again, like she was fighting a war inside herself. Then she whispered something almost too quiet to exist. Sometimes I feel like he never really left. A pause, then softer, breaking completely. Maybe I was the one who lost him before he even walked away. At that exact moment, the train began to exit the tunnel. A faint light appeared at the end. Slowly, the world returned. Shapes came back. Windows lit up again with dull, gray daylight, but neither of them moved the same way anymore. Because something had already shifted inside that darkness. Ethan looked forward, but not really seeing anything anymore. And the woman, she sat still, staring at him, as if the tunnel had just shown her something she wasn't ready to accept. Something she had been praying for and fearing at the same time. The train slowed down slightly as it approached a quiet station. A soft screech of brakes filled the air. People shifted in their seats. Some stood up. Some adjusted their bags, but inside that compartment, something strange was happening. The world outside was moving forward. while inside time felt stuck. The woman slowly reached for her worn-out bag. Her hands were weaker now, trembling more than before. Not just from age, but from something emotional she couldn't control anymore. Her fingers fumbled slightly, and in that small, unsteady moment, the zipper gave way. A few things slipped out, nothing important at first glance. Old papers, folded cloth, memories packed into fabric. But then a small photograph slid down quietly. It fell near Ethan's feet, just like the ticket earlier. But this time, nothing about it felt normal. Ethan looked down, slowly. Without emotion, almost automatic, he picked it up. And in that 1 second, everything in the train stopped mattering. His fingers tightened around the photo. He stared, at first confusion, then stillness. Then something inside him cracked without sound. It was him, a child, smiling, standing beside the same woman sitting across from him. His breath didn't come out properly. His chest froze. His mind tried to reject it immediately. No, this isn't possible. No, this can't be real. But his eyes refused to lie. Because the boy in that picture was him, not similar, not familiar. Him, his hands started shaking. The photo almost slipped from his grip. The woman noticed instantly. Her breathing changed, faster, uneven. Like she already knew what was happening before it was spoken. Ethan slowly lifted his head. His voice came out broken, unfamiliar even to himself. "Where did you get this?" The woman didn't answer immediately. Her eyes were locked on the photo in his hand, but more than that, on his face. On the face she had been afraid to believe in. Her lips parted slightly. Her voice came like a whisper that had been waiting years to escape. "Ethan," the name hit him like impact, not sound. Impact. His eyes widened slightly, his grip tightened. The world around him blurred. For a moment the train noises faded. People disappeared. The station outside stopped existing. Only 2 people remained in that shrinking universe. Ethan's voice trembled now, not in question, but in realization, fighting against fear. "Mom!" That word didn't come out easily. It broke in the middle, like it had been locked away for too long to be spoken correctly. The woman's eyes filled instantly. Not slow tears, instant collapse. Her hand moved toward him slightly, then stopped midair. Like she was afraid this moment would vanish if she touched it. And in that suspended silence, the truth finally stopped hiding. But neither of them were ready for what it would cost. For a few seconds, nobody moved. Not Ethan, not the woman, not even the train. It felt like the entire world had forgotten how to continue. Ethan was still holding the photograph in his shaking hands. His fingers were cold now, like all warmth had drained out of him in one moment. His eyes stayed locked on the woman. But this time, he was really seeing her. Not a stranger, not an old passenger, something deeper, something painful. His voice finally broke again, but softer this time. "Mom!" That single word didn't sound like a question. It sounded like a wound opening after years of being sealed. The woman didn't answer immediately. Her lips trembled violently. Her eyes were drowning now, not just in tears, but in years of pain she had carried alone. Slowly, she reached out. Her hands stopped midair, shaking, like she was afraid the truth would disappear if she touched it. Then finally, she touched his face. Just one touch, and that was enough. Her entire body collapsed emotionally. She whispered through broken breath, I used to pray every night," her voice cracked, "that I would see you once before I die." Ethan's chest tightened violently. His breathing became uneven. He dropped the photo slowly onto his lap, like his strength had left his body completely. "I didn't know," he whispered. "I swear I didn't know." His voice broke fully now. No control, no distance, just pain. The woman stepped forward suddenly, and this time she didn't hesitate. She pulled him into her arms tightly, like she was afraid he would disappear again if she loosened even a little. Ethan froze. Then slowly, his arms wrapped around her. For the first time in 12 years, he allowed himself to feel something. The train continued moving outside, but inside that moment, everything stopped. Her tears fell onto his shoulder as she whispered again and again, "I found you, I found you." Ethan closed his eyes, and for the first time in his life, he cried like a child who had finally come home, too late to fix anything, but not too late to feel everything. He sat next to a stranger on a train, not knowing it was his mother. And when he finally recognized her, the world gave him love but took away time.
This story made you feel something? Doesn't scroll away. Subscribe to Hidden Tear for more emotional stories that stay with you long after the end. Because sometimes the deepest tears are the ones no one sees. Turn on notifications. You never know when the next story will break your heart again.